Hey guys, Carb here. Today I'm making this video to talk about my experience with Destiny Rising and its current beta that is running from 3 days ago to June 15th. Here are some clips, and when we're done, before I go into the review and the discussion about it, I'm going to talk about a gaffe that their technical team had with the beta keys. But anyways, we're going to roll some clips, and then we'll get into talking about it.
To live by the sword is to die.
For the weak, indeed. Not you. You can embrace my ritual, and I shall make you death incarnate.
Your blasphemy ends here. Death makes no bones.
Dude, that's fucking cold. That was awesome. What? We did it, Dado. You and I, buddy. My buddy here in the Discord call does not have a code, and they already here. I'll read this to you too, since you're here. Hello everyone. We are aware of a server issue in our game that's letting players download and enter without needing to input a verification code in game. This is an unprecedented error caused by our latest systems. Our team is working right now to identify and fix this problem as quickly as possible. We're sorry for any confusion this has caused. Since this is an error on our end, if you are currently playing without the invitation nor the verification code, don't worry. No accounts will be banned. Feel free to continue playing while we sort this out. So, install the app, make your own account, play the game. Have fun. You don't need a code. And also, WDevs. At its core, Destiny Rising tells a story centered around a character called Wolf, as he's resurrected by his ghost. However, the plot unfolds much differently than what we're used to with the Destiny universe. Instead, the era takes place in a time period just after the Great Collapse, and roughly 14 years after the Fallen have invaded Earth. You're found in a place where the Traveler is sitting in the sky, but this time, there isn't an established last city sitting below like a fortress as we're all accustomed to with the first two Destinies. Instead, Destiny Rising introduces us to a world where humanity is scattered around the globe, with Iron Lords ruling individual cities. Now, this was alluded to in Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 in the lore. It's on full display here with Destiny Rising. This is the setting that we're in. But back to the story, your ghost brings you to a city called Haven, which is ruled by an Iron Lord with a familiar name, Radagast. You find yourself realizing you've been resurrected at a very desperate time for humanity. With the Fallen always attacking, raiding and pillaging relics and equipment from the Golden Age, you discover that the Hive are making a move under the ice, preparing to break for the surface. Even with this basic synopsis of the story going into this, there's still so many small things on the side happening too. You have Fallen already working with humanity, you have a Ahamkara, a baby one, sitting at Radagast's side speaking to you, running trials of his own with you. You have civilizations that don't have any light bearers holding out and fighting the Fallen on their own. I mean, there's a lot going on here that shows that this is not just a retelling or a prequel, this is a reimagining. There are things alluded in here that I couldn't even believe. Like, for instance, there was like a Warhammer Dreadnought or a mech of some sort, and its weapon shown very briefly at the beginning of the game, with its weapon sitting there on the side in one of the cutscenes. And then it really wasn't revisited after that, after 17 hours of playing. So it's very interesting. There's stuff that is organic to the Destiny universe in this game that stays true. And then there are things that are just completely like out of this world where they've taken their own control, their own way of the story, and have spun it. And I don't find that to be a bad thing. This is a very niche game in a niche market. You know, it's not going to really affect Destiny on consoles or even PC for that matter. It seems to be a mobile-only game, even though I played it on PC with an emulator. You have to jump through a lot of hoops to get it to play the way I had it playing. But what I'm saying is that it doesn't damage the IP. I think it only betters it, because you have to go out of your way to enjoy this game. But there are things here that you're going to enjoy. You're going to enjoy the level design. I thoroughly enjoyed the music. The co-op and the multiplayer activities, they're okay. They're laggy at times, but this is what you expect when you're playing on mobile and everybody's ping is, whatever 5G can get them out in the backwoods, whether it's 300 ping or 23 ms for me. There are things in here that will make you go, what the hell, Bungie? Why didn't you do this? Like, for instance, one of my favorite things in Destiny Rising is the singularity that Xur runs. It's actually, if you're familiar with Genshin Impact and the Spiral Abyss, it is the Spiral Abyss, but with Destiny mechanics. It is fascinating. Just speedy time trials of combat, testing your wit, your skill. I know I'm saying this when it's a mobile game and I'm playing with keyboard and mouse, which is basically cheating, but it still feels good. It feels great. Like, that belongs in Destiny 2 right now. We need stuff like that in the base game. There's a lot of things that Destiny Rising has to offer that can teach Destiny 2, or even, the ideas for Destiny 3 at this point, let's be real. I fired up this game out on a whim. I laughed because you know the current controversy right now. Everybody knows the current controversy right now with Bungie. When I got the email that I was in this beta, I kind of chuckled. I don't know what got over me. I installed the game. I had the most fun I've had in a long time. I threw 17 hours at the game in 3 days, and I didn't spend a dime. I voluntarily stayed on this game for as long as I did and did not spend any money. Now, other people did. You can spend money in this beta, which I have my own reservations about. It's whatever, but we're all adults here. We all control our own credit cards, and we shouldn't be spending our money in betas, but whatever. But that's the point, is the game is fun. It's genuinely fun. It runs good on PC, obviously, because it's meant to run on something on a lesser device. It graphically appeals to me. It's not like Destiny 2 right now is graphically amazing. You can't sit down and talk to a Destiny 2 player and say, yeah, I play Destiny 2 for the graphics. That's not a valid point in, 2025, a decade after the game's been coming out. It's looked the same since Destiny 1. It really hasn't graphically improved since. The art styles have changed. Destiny Rising has its own art style in it, too. It has a very Asian-specific... I love it. It has a very... It feels more like a fairy tale game than it did a sci-fi shooter in a lot of environments. And that's a good thing. That is a great thing. That is a new way to explore Destiny. I've enjoyed this game. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm going to put out more videos about it, but I just had to get this hot off the presses. This game is a good game. You will enjoy Destiny Rising. Now, I fully intend today to release some guides on, how to install it via BlueStacks. That's going to be one of them. I'm going to test some Android devices like the NVIDIA Shield, the Logitech Cloud. We're going to see what we get with those, if they're even possible to be played on. Other than that, give me a like, a subscribe, follow me on Twitch. If you hate the video, downvote it. But thanks, guys.